Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Health on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. As you know, I'm all in McDougall lately. I go in and out. I morph in and out of raw and, primary fruit and sugar water and all this sort of stuff. But I'll tell you what, even though something works best for me, at the end of the day, I have to do what I think is best for my clients. And making all things starch, the emphasis on starch, then vegetables, and then fruit off to the side, is working wonders for my client. Just making that slight change, instead of primarily fruit, then veggies, then starch primarily, there should be at least half your plate of starch on every meal you make. Okay? Starch, veggies, and some fruit. So I've dramatically cut back on my fruit and cranked up my starches, as have many of my clients, and they love it. They absolutely love it. And McDougall's the guy. Now, I'm going to do a video on Nathan Pritikin at some point. I've done one before, but he was the mentor for John McDougall. And I was on the Pritikin diet religiously for 20 plus years, as was my wife, and we got fantastic results. I love the Pritikin diet. I'm going to do a video maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But back to what we're talking about. McDougall. One thing I loved about him, and I guess it's because my personality is pretty much the same as his in this regard, that I like to think I'm a nice guy. Okay? And I know McDougall is a very, very nice, sweet guy. He has sent me several emails over the years with questions that I've had and gotten right back to me, and his time and effort. And he's a busy guy, and he just answer emails. It's just couldn't have been nicer to me in a very limited role. Never met him personally, but never will. But with that said, as nice as he was, and as nice as I like to think I'm presenting myself to be, when it came to nonsense, he was a bulldog, man. He just didn't listen to crap. And I'm the same way. Some stuff just triggers me, man. And I go all beast mode. And for that reason, and the reason is, it's not me. I know better. I know that person is full of crap. But that person, when he's talking keto, paleo, carnivore, and whatnot, he's ruining lives. And yes, I have a problem with that. I have way too many clients walking in that door and coming on this whose life is a freaking mess because they're following this drivel. And he's the same way. He is absolutely the same way. He just turns bulldog when confronted with nonsense. Now, this is one of my favorites, and I've done this one before. He did a podcast on the Jimmy Moore podcast. He calls it Living La Vida Low Carb. Okay. Now, Jimmy Moore, unless he's out, did a stint in jail. From what I can say, I'm not sure if it was child pornography or something. It was a sexual situation, and I may be wrong. I have to say that. But morbidly obese his entire life. He never spent one moment of his adult life thin, not one moment. Morbidly obese, and he's trying to tell McDougall he's wrong. So McDougall starts off very polite, and when it seems that Jimmy Moore, who must outweigh McDougall by 200 pounds, is trying to tell him he's wrong, he's had enough. And he lets him have it. And even then, man, if that was me on that podcast, I would have long before, look you obese, who. And even then, he's still trying to be polite. But he does not mess around. And that's what I absolutely love about the guy. On top of all the incredible research and documented miles and miles and miles of published New England Journal of Medicine, adjudicated research over years and years of being a medical doctor. He's just, for my guy, he's the top guy. John Rose is very good, but he hasn't done the documented research that McDougall has done. Harley and Freely all talked about McDougall very, very highly when they were together. But even them, they've influenced a lot of people, Harley and Freely now, because of their position on YouTube. But they haven't done the research. They don't have the data. They don't have the clinical evidence, documented clinical evidence that has been put to board reviews and come out squeaky clean. No, for 50, 60 plus years. McDougall died recently in his late 70s. So 55 years as a medical doctor. Thousands and thousands of patients. He's a walking encyclopedia. And he never stopped learning. Never stopped studying. Never stopped poring over the medical journals. He's just brilliant. Anyway, below is one of my favorite links, where he just, in a very dignified, professional way, just lets Jimmy Moore have it. And I love it. Okay, guys, have a good day. Enjoy this. It's running about a little over half an hour. Worth it. Worth it. Get some low-fat popcorn. And, yeah, do the whole thing. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Love you all.